Hello my lovelies, Sophia here. Just going to put in the normal bits into the chat, then I will get into the readings. And one more, then I will start with the wonderful Carmen. I'm going to have to look at my Instagram for the questions to remind me of the questions. Okay. So. Okay. Right, I might need to write these down. Sorry, I should have done it beforehand. So, 4, 8, 12, 5, 10, 15. So 5 cards on each. Okay. So Carmen, this is your reading from Instagram. Now, my guides don't go into the flesh, okay? They are spirits, so it's all about the divine energy. Okay, so where you're asking, will he leave the third party? It is up to your energy that you're in. If you keep focusing, what you focus on grows. So if you keep focusing on the third party, she's going to stay in the picture. If you take your focus off her and start to feel like he is your boyfriend, that he's only yours, only got eyes for you, then he will align with that. Okay, what you focus on grows. So bear that in mind. They're not into, you know, their spiritual readings of love and light. They're not lower vibrational readings where they're getting into jealousy and things like that. Okay, so that is something that you will have to deal with within yourself. So let's look at these. So you've got three questions, so 5 cards for each. So situation between and again, this is only the current energies, okay, between them at the moment. You know, it might take him a while to leave. I only cover readings up to 12 months, so, you know, I can only go by what comes out. But again, the more you focus on her, if you've been listening to me on Instagram, you will understand that it's all about what you are focusing on, my lovely. Okay, if you keep focusing on the third party, they're going to stay there. Also, with what you put in the reading as well, I mean, in the message, you're very much in chaser energy. That's why your friend is picking up on that as well, saying, you know, you're coming across as you know, too much chasing, and it will backfire on you. You'll push him away. You're the one who is first best, the prize, always chosen. Okay, so he has to chase you. Okay, at the moment in their current energies between them, I feel that things are okay. There's going to be some changes. We do have house, so it may be some changes regarding a living situation, or changes regarding their families. Okay, so I'm not getting the leaving card at the moment, or anything like arguments or anything like that. So at the current energy that they're both in, I don't see it being soon. But again, it's up to you to take your energy off her. Are you meant to be together? Again, you are... your thoughts are creating. So if you want to be together, then you can be together. Okay, it's not up to spirit. A lot of people believe in karma. A lot of people believe in destiny. Okay, but really you're making your own destiny, and I've learned that over the last 6 years, even though I've been reading for 30 odd years. Okay, so yeah, so this could be the one. Okay, they do want me to bring that out, and it is worth waiting for. But what Spirit is saying is that, and in your heart, you know it's true love as well. Okay, now what Spirit is saying to you is that in order for him to give you what you want, you've got to stop putting pressure on him. Okay, by blowing up his phone, basically, because it will push him away. See how this person is like, whoa, okay, whoa. So if you keep chasing and blowing up his phone, then you are going to push him away. And Spirit is saying, because you're not holding yourself in high honor. Those who chase love always chase love. Those who know they're loved, know that they're first best, know that they're good enough, know that they're always chosen, and that they are chased. Because why the hell wouldn't any bloke or woman want to chase you, whoever's listening? Okay, then you will attract love. So at the moment, you've got to start holding yourself and thinking more about yourself than just throwing yourself. You've got to start seeing this now as a new love. You don't have to wait for him. It's your choice. You can go and get a new love. Okay, but Spirit is saying, yes, this could be the one. This is true love. We always know what you want in your heart, you can have. That's why you have this desire. But then we react to 3D. We react to 3P. We react to what the circumstances are. And our reasoning mind telling us all the reasons why we can't have something. You can have it. Okay, but in the current energy that you're in, it's going to take a little while. Okay, but you can change that. If you change your energy, it will be sooner rather than later. Why has this happened? So I don't know if you've dated him before and he went off with somebody else, or what happened. So I don't know, my lovely. Why has this happened? Or whether you're asking why have you fallen for him. You can have who you want. Okay, you don't have to question it. If you want him, he's yours, but you have to align yourself with it. There's already a reality, as we live in a multiverse and parallel realities, where you're already together. So if you're already together, how would you feel if you were already with him? You wouldn't be seeing him as separate from you. Okay, so any advice about the why? Yes, left out in the cold. So again, he could have, like, you know, either walked away from you, but he can come back to you. Okay, or that you are I forgot what I was going to say then. Because you are in contact, so it's not like no contact, but perhaps you feel, you know, ignored, etc. Okay, but he can come back to you, but you've got to get out of that chaser energy, blowing up his phone. Leave him alone. Okay, so that he comes to you. When you've shifted within yourself, he will change. He will start to come towards you. Again, you know, you follow me on Instagram, listen to all the, you know, as many Instagram lives as you can. That's how a lot of people who hear me on Instagram get their person back, despite what the circumstances are. But at the moment, you're in the totally wrong energy. You're in chaser energy, and it's repelling energy, my lovely. Just like if you were with somebody else and somebody's blowing up your phone, you'd be like, oh, leave me alone. Okay, might engage every now and again, but it becomes too much. Okay, yeah. Again, it's down to your beliefs, and again, you're sort of looking for it as well. So why this has happened, I don't really know. Okay, they're not really giving me details on that, but it's a time of reflecting, and it's a time to get balanced so that your emotions are not all over the place, your thoughts are not all over the place. What do you want? If you want him, you can have him, but you have to align your energy with that frequency where you're together. Okay, you're starting, when you think of him, if you keep thinking about him, how long is it going to be before he leaves her? Why doesn't he think that I'm amazing, etc., etc.? I'll blow up his phone, chase him, perhaps I'll change his mind. It will not work. Even if it worked, it will be short-lived, because your energy, you're not holding yourself in high enough energy, honor. Okay, you're not seeing yourself as I'm the prize. Why wouldn't he want me? You know, he hasn't got eyes for anybody else. I'm the only woman that he's, or girl that he's interested in. So your energy is very much in repelling energy. So it's a time, you know, again, Spirit is saying you can have him, but at the moment it's a stalemate situation because of where your energy is. Okay, so let's have one final card for you. So it's a time of reflection for you to withdraw your energy. Doesn't mean you're not interested in him, but when you cut off that chaser energy and you start to become the person who's chased, it shifts that energy. Okay, so final advice. Yeah, release. You've got to release the energy that you're in at the moment, because it is keeping him away. It's pushing away. Look, this new egg is coming towards this girl, but she's pushing it away. She's resisting the change. Okay, so release the chaser energy. Go back and listen to Instagram. Okay, and he will come to you when you start to shift your energy and see yourself as if you're already together. Take the focus off third party. Do not give her any energy. Okay, every time she pops into your head, no, I don't know who that is. There's nobody like that exists in my reality or my SP's life. He's my girlfriend and we're a happy couple. Okay, and then imagine somebody is interviewing you saying, so Carmen, how do you feel now that you and your SP are together? Oh my God, it's amazing. We're so in love. He dotes on me. He loves me. I love him. We're an amazing, loving couple together. Okay, that is a total shift of energy. That's not in a lack, desperate energy or a needy energy. That is in a we're a couple energy, and it will happen. Okay. Everything is created in the mind first and pushed out. So you're creating it within first, which is everything I tell you on my Instagram. So again, coming back to this, Spirit is saying it's entirely up to you. You don't have to wait for him. But if you want to wait for him, you're going to have to start to love yourself, honor yourself, respect yourself, not go into chaser energy, okay, and start to pull back. There's lots of, you've got Create Your Future channel, you've got my other channel, you've got my Instagram. There is also Sammy Ingram. There is also Shelley Bullard. There is also Kim Velez. Okay, there are lots of people teaching the law of assumption that is, as myself, because I came across it 6 years ago, okay, and it's totally transformed my life from where I was. I wish I'd learnt this as a teenager. It should be taught in schools, okay, not the people having power over us, making us think that we're useless and worthless and got to work hard for something and chase after something. Believe me, you don't. So again, it's up to you. But if you do want to wait for him, then you've got to start seeing this as a new relationship between the two of you. If you have had history before, you've got to let that go. You've got to drop that. You've got to focus on how would I feel if we were in this loving relationship. Okay? Nadine, I don't recognise your name, my lovely, so, and I can't remember your reading, but I'm glad it was hopefully worked out for the best and was good news and not anything else. Oh, Kelly, right, are you ready for your reading, my lovely? So if you are, this is pile number 4 that I'm just flapping around because I used up quite a few cards from it. Which deck do you want? 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5? And what is your question, my lovely? And thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you, Rhonda. Okay. Kelly, this is yours. Still telling you that he's yours. Okay, remember, you can have whatever you want. You've got to give him to yourself first within. Okay, take your focus off 3D. He may still be in hermit mode at the moment, doing a lot of thinking. It might be that his higher self is telling you to not overthink. Stop overthinking this. If you want him, he's yours. You see yourself being together. Again, sort of, this could be him thinking about reaching out to you, coming in from out of the cold, okay, giving you what you want. Or it could be, you know, again, telling you to see yourselves as already together. You know, you were so much in your conviction before that you were on your mental diet, but to be in no contact, or to have gone back into no contact, even if you're in contact again, there is still a belief or something you are, you know, your expectations, your belief, or your assumptions within you, either about yourself, him, relationships, or love, that is still playing out. Okay, so it needs to be changed. Because if it doesn't, you will keep going backwards and forwards. We don't want that, my lovely. Yeah, you know, he's very much in his emotions about this as well. Okay, very much caught up in his emotions at the moment. But there is movement. So again, it could just be that he's really thinking about coming forward. To be honest, I've not really been thinking about him, as I had workers at my house for the past 2 weeks. Okay, but again, when you have thought about him, where have your thoughts been? Okay, because you can't have not thought about him for 2 weeks. So when you did think about him, were you still seeing him as, oh, I wonder if he'll contact me, or I wonder what he's thinking, or seeing him as separate from you? Or were you know, like, nah, doesn't matter, he'll be back, or we're a happy couple, getting on with my life? Okay, so where were you with it? Good. So it's making him think, okay? It's making him think. And as Matt says, you know, everything that Matt says is the same as what I say. You do nothing in 3D. You take your focus off 3D. You do everything within. So if you're following that, and every time you think about him, he pops into your head, either, like I say, oh, he'll be back. He's going to be begging me back. He can't live without me. Or we're a couple. What have I got to worry about? Okay. Yeah, you're the one. You're the lucky cat. Your destiny is in your hands. You're holding the coin, which is your emotional security and financial security. Good. And make sure you've tweaked anything about him. Okay, we got this, you know, it's a journey. It is a journey. Even I had a bad week last week. Okay, a lot of self-sabotaging thoughts, you know, a lot of nasty things I was thinking in my head about myself. So yeah, I had to come back to general. Okay, we are all human, but knowing the knowledge, we can pick it up and get back on it quicker than before, when we didn't and just were floundering around with circumstances. I don't want to carry on with them. Hang on. Again, you know, Spirit is saying, you know, he's yours. Okay, I know that you paid for this probably before you started watching Matt's channel, but or came across it, but definitely, you know, you're going to be back together. You know you are anyway. He has no choice. It's nothing about him. It's always you. Where your thoughts are, it's your imagination that creates. Again, the subconscious is not selective. It's non-selective. Whatever you're putting into it, it will go and give you more evidence to prove what you're putting into it. So for those of you listening, by that I mean he doesn't want to talk to me. He is with somebody else. He's told me that he doesn't like me. We had a massive argument and he probably can never forgive me. all of those is going to create more evidence to support those thoughts, which are not what we want. We want, no, he is begging me back to be with me. You know, we're an amazing couple together. He only loves me. He only has eyes for me. No one can compare to me. I am the prize. I'm number one. Okay. So really, again, it's going to happen in unexpected ways. A reconciliation, there you go. But definitely that healing, okay, letting go of the past. Remember, it's not that you're not perfect, it's the story you're telling yourself that's not perfect. Okay, so the story that we tell ourselves, like I was saying, oh, he doesn't want to be with me, or he's stubborn, or he's immature, he's arrogant. I'm not saying this about yours, Kelly, but you know what I mean, okay? You know, again, Kelly, you know, you follow me on Instagram. The last one I did where I read out a couple of Neville's stories, it was all done in the women's imagination. They did nothing in 3D, okay? And look how things were turned around. You know, even that one that Matt has just had on his channel about the guy who liked somebody who was on the West Coast of America. He's on the East Coast. Just knows her on Twitter. She got a boyfriend, and look how it ended up. How he just went to sleep, imagining they were together. And how it unfolded in 3D. It's all a reflection. But again, there's no point getting him back again, Kelly, if you haven't dealt with the underlying things that keeps bringing him back, and then he's going again. Because he'll come back and he'll go again. That's why you have to look at the story that is there. Yeah, it could stem with the past from your mother. Okay, as we've got mother here, it could be that, you know, you are a mother, and perhaps thoughts about if you've got children and how this is going to affect them or whatever. Okay, but mothers come out. I hate that card when it comes out. Because it could be so many things. The same with father. It's either something to do with your own mother or his mother, or if you've got children, you know, where they stand in this as well. So let's have one last card for you. Good, good, good. We can normally find what it is. Okay, we normally find what it is when it keeps popping up and the same old story is coming up. Yeah, just trust. Okay, you do anyway, Spirit is saying, but just trust. Okay, you're protected. You're in this bubble. Trust that your egg will hatch. Okay, and again, unexpected. It's going to happen in an unexpected way, because if you start to dip your toes into the how's it going to happen, when's it going to happen, is this working yet? You got to tell yourself that's none of my business. That's not my job. How, you know, hey, Kelly, how do you feel that you're with B now? Oh, it's amazing. It's perfect. You know, he's everything that I wanted him to be. He shows up for me. He's reliable. He's here with me, etc., etc. Okay, so not seeing him as separate from you is key. Yeah, the scales are in your favor, and remember, what you're planting is going to be what you harvest, good or bad. So it's coming back around. So if you wanted to know the outcome, you know he's going to be with you, okay, but it's definitely making him think where he's going to come in, and it shouldn't be too long based on this, okay, with a quick movement. Because you've brought him in many times before, Spirit is saying, but this time, now that you've pinpointed where you've got to let go of the old story, that is not serving you. Hopefully he will be here to stay this time. Nadine, it's a longer time. It's long ago, honey. What you said was what I could never imagine, but it happened. Beautiful. Yes, case closed. It's inevitable. It's a done deal. Don't take no for an answer. But well done. Okay, let me just post some of the things back into the chats. You've got this, Spirit is just saying to me then as I'm faffing with this. You've got this. Don't worry about it. You know he's yours. He's not going anywhere. It's just that your story was not in alignment with what you wanted. You kept falling back out of the desired state. Hello, Stormy, my lovely. Hello, Wendy Ann as well. Sorry. I'll just plop this in. If anybody does want to be a moderator on my channel, if you sit there and you want to be a moderator, then all you've got to do is sort of put in what I'm doing here. If you've watched Addison, it's just that Addison's taking on extra work, and my other moderator is, I see her once in a blue moon due to her commitments as well, so it would certainly help. Just let me know. Thank you, Wendy Ann. I did think you had, Wendy Ann, when I your saw you on your other name on Instagram, and I saw you'd watched a lot of videos, and I was like, I think she's having a bit of a wobble. I was going to say to you earlier, were you having a bit of a wobble last week? Hopefully the last one that I did really helped you to get back on track. So let's just have a look at this. I'm not going to look at his energy. I'll pull one card for his energy, Spirit is saying, because as you know, it's not about him. Okay. If you're going back outside yourself, then you are coming out of the state. Yeah, so, you know, he may be saying to you through this card, look, you keep focusing on what we don't have or what's going wrong. Focus back on the Two of Cups. Okay, it may be that because you've been feeling down, that he's now feeling down. Okay, because he will reflect you back to you. So let's look at the advice for you. Yeah, be strong. Hold your head high. Okay, come back to you. It's all about you. You're the one with the key for your world and your happiness, and you can have your happy family life. There you go. Let's look at these then. Let's come to the I mean, you've this card is about your crown chakra. So your crown chakra is like enlightenment, if you like. It's the top. You know how this works. Spirit is telling you, in other words, you know how this works. Come back to that. Yes, see? But he will start reflecting back to you what you've been dwelling in. So look at what story you've gone back into. And yeah, look at the story you're telling yourself with your throat chakra, what you're talking physically about, what you're thinking and talking in your head. Okay, get that balance again. Go back into meditation. Okay, getting grounded and balanced, centered. Okay, because you're starting to overthink. Come with love. Loving energy. All you're doing is tying yourself up in knots, and what's going to happen? Storm warning and broken heart. All because you're lying to yourself. You're telling yourself a pack of lies in your head. Stop listening to negative Nancy. Again, go back to that last Instagram I did. Play it over and over and over and over. Okay. Yeah, marriage. Okay, you can be together. You know that. You haven't come this far for you to throw it all out the window again based on your old fears. If your old fears are still coming up, then look at question why. Okay, why do I still feel that way? Why? What still do I need to address within me? Or be aware of? Observe what you're thinking and flip those thoughts. Okay. Yeah, getting to know each other, okay, but you know each other anyway. So, you know, he's your soulmate, if you like. You know that. Spirit is saying you've just fallen off your horse a little bit. You need to get back on. You know, just because you fall out of a state, that state still exists. You don't have to start again. You align yourself back up with that state again. Okay, the state where you're together. Yes. So yes, you'll be together. Yes, you can do this, Spirit is saying. And yes, you know the law. Okay, again, it's balanced in your favor. Let's just pull in another one. Sovereignty, you reign over your realm. The buck stops with you, is what it says in the book. The buck stops with you because you're making the rules. You're the queen of your realm. It's your personal reality. You can make whatever rules you want, but whatever you keep telling yourself is what you're impressing on your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind isn't selective. Whatever you're putting in there, it's going to bring you more evidence to support those thoughts. So get back on it, my lovely. Okay, again, realizing that you're the key. Okay, you're the key to your future. It's not a key stood there, it's a person. We are the key to our future. It's all within us. Getting to know you is to keep treating this as a new relationship. Let go of the hurt of the past. Back on track. Yes, buck stops with me. Kill off unhurt. Yes. You know, when you know, you've come so far. Okay, you've come so far. So what's creeping back in again? What have you got sucked back into 3D, thinking that 3D is real and solid, and you're reacting to it again? Or are you starting to think, what if this is too good to be true? What if this goes tits up? No, we are perfect for each other. He's my soulmate. He's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. We're happily married. And this time it's even better than it ever has been before. Okay? So really look where it's what you've been telling yourself. Give your relationship a chance. Look at you all doubtful. He's there 100%, but then you're like, yeah, but what if this and what if that? There's no ifs or buts. Okay, there's no hows and whens. You go within, you feel that you've already got your end, and you live in that state. You know, you're more mature now. You know now. Look at this lady. She's just sat there. Yes, I know. Thank you very much. Okay? Stop doubting yourself. Stop questioning yourself. Stop battling with yourself. You know, and again, Spirit is just saying to me where you said, I didn't pick up on it before, but something you said about the past. He is saying, don't focus on the hurt of the past, come back to now. So why have you gone back into the past? Remember, the past doesn't exist, Wendy Ann. The past only keeps coming into today because you keep thinking of it. Why do you keep thinking of it? What bits are you coming back to? Is it about yourself? What if I'm not good enough? What if he leaves me again? What if he does this? What if he does that? Okay, that is where you've got to say, no, I don't identify with that Wendy Ann anymore. Been there, done that, worn the t-shirt, read the book, seen the film. Thank you very much. It didn't serve me. I've changed. This is a new story. Okay, I've learned that this is my personal reality. Everyone is a reflection of me. Okay, so get back on it, Spirit is saying. If you're dragging the past up, then there's something that you still need to flip within you. He only treated you that way because of your expectations, your thoughts, your assumptions at the time. And if you go back to them, he will go back to the old him. He will have no choice, because if you start seeing him as that again, he will conform to that old Steve. And then you're going to go through all the shit that you went through again. It's never about him. It's what you're expecting, the story you're telling yourself. When I was going through my crap sort of last week, I had to just go general. Okay, like everything's fine, everything's okay. This is just a transition period. I'm just in another growth period. I'm just in a reality shift. Okay, I'm just shifting. It's always a favorable outcome for me that I'm more than happy with. Everything always goes in my favor. I always get everything I want. I'm the operant power. Nobody has any power over me. Okay, nobody has free will in my personal reality. So I had to do a lot of coming back to reminding myself of my power. Oh, see. He doesn't think like that, my lovely. It's only a one-way street. You are the one thinking that because you're getting impatient. Okay. 1, 2. So let's look at his energy. He won't be thinking that. Okay. Which deck did you want, my lovely? Okay. There you go. Spirit is just saying, know that he's yours. There's nothing outside yourself. You're not trying to outsmart him, outdo him, do anything. You have to change within. And Spirit is saying, we've told you before a million times, just sit there knowing it's a done deal. What you do in the meantime is up to you. But if you're still seeing him as separate from you, where is he? If he doesn't hurry up, he's going to lose me. It's only you wouldn't be thinking like that if you didn't have the interest from the other one, Spirit is saying. Okay, so just sit there knowing he's yours. He is conforming. He will come in as and when. Everything has its own allotted time. It's never late, Spirit is saying. And Neville used to say that as well, okay? Yeah, keep giving loving energy. When you think about him, how are you thinking about him? Either, of course, he's going to be coming in begging me back because I'm the love of his life. He can't be without me. He's miserable without me. Okay? Or we are a beautiful, loving couple. I am his girlfriend. I am his wife. Okay? So you can do it from the it's happened, it already is state, or it's inevitable. I don't have to faff with it anymore. I don't have to question it. If you're questioning it, you've come out of the state of the wish fulfilled. Yeah, he's coming. Spirit is saying he's on his way, my lovely. Okay, he's coming. Yeah, you are distracted by the other person. But a little bit of flirting, you know, you can look at the menu. If you want to indulge and order something, that's up to you. If not, you can just look at the menu. Okay, you don't have to order from it. Pretty P, yes, you can still don't make a payment, my lovely. Let's bring in these. Let's bring in... Yeah, changes are afoot, okay? Just sit there knowing that he's coming, okay? Change is coming in. Keep an open mind, okay? Keep an open mind. How and when is not your job. If you start to think about that, then just remind yourself it's none of my business, not my job, it's not my department, okay? And the two of you can be in a committed relationship together. Stay optimistic, okay? Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And on here, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Remember, when you come from loving energy, you will be in attracting energy. So let's look at you and AM. This usually comes out as like if it was you, I'm asking him to you. So if this was you, this is like you being like, where is it? Hurry up. But it's not. It's him mooning at you. Okay, like staring at you across the room, thinking about you. Spirit is saying that's why they brought this card out. Okay, so it's like, you know, he's fixated with you, if you like. You know how we look at people and moon over them and daydream about them? That's him doing that to you. Okay, the Spirit is bringing these out how I don't normally see them. So he has no fears. You know, he is quite merrily walking in faith about this. So in his mind, he's got no doubts that you're the person he wants. But it doesn't mean, yeah, he's passionate about you. Okay, he desires you. But again, it's your choice. Okay, it's your choice. As I've said, don't feel guilty. Because even if your SP turned up tomorrow, okay, you know, you can say, you know, if he says, oh, you've got somebody else, okay, then you can say, well, it's only just started. I didn't know you were going to come back. You know, I've been on my own for God knows how long. You know, but now you're here. Do you want to talk? Okay, so would your age gap matter? No. Okay, you know, if there are other couples in the world, whether the man's older or the woman's older, that are in a relationship that's happy, why are you questioning it? Spirit is saying. Because if somebody else is going for it, you can have it. You're the only one questioning the age gap. You're making it the issue. It's a limiting belief, Spirit is saying to tell you. I personally know lots of couples where the man is a lot older or the woman's a lot older. Okay, in my circle of friends and family, so it's not an issue unless you make it an issue. Yeah, you know, see him as a gift that's come forward at this time. You don't have to unwrap the gift. You can send the gift back. Spirit is saying, they've never said that before on this card. That's quite funny. You're the only one thinking what you're thinking. Okay, remember, your thoughts create. You can have what you want. You're making the rules. Let's bring in one of these. No, let's bring in one of these spirits in. Yeah, magician and the mirror, exactly. Okay, you're the magician, you're 3D, and everybody in it is a mirror of you. It's a reflection of what you're thinking, what you're expecting, what you're believing and assuming. So, yes, of course, he has, you know, feelings for you, but it's your choice. It's your choice. You're making the rules. But the other one is definitely on his way back. He is going to come back in your life. And like I said to you last week, look at the two ladies who follow me on here, who they dropped their initial SP. The minute they hooked up with somebody else, guess who came back? Wasn't the minute, okay, it was within weeks or months, but they came back begging them back. Crazy about them. You don't put your life on hold. But you don't have to engage with in a relationship. You can just be friends with this other person. You can take it to something more. It's your choice. And when the other one comes in, you deal with it then. You decide then. Okay, just because the other one's coming back, you might get on better with this one and decide, you know what, when he comes back, see how you feel. You might see him and immediately all the feelings come back and you want him more than anything in the world. Or you might look at him and think, you know what? Why the fuck was I hanging around for him? Because this one is better. It's your choice. Okay, let's look at the other questions. That's fine. That's fine. It doesn't matter. We're not looking to 3D. Spirit is saying, you're the magician. What do you want? What story are you telling yourself in your head? Oh, he hasn't made another move. Then he's going to not make a move. Okay? You're writing the story for the characters to play in it. Let's look at the other situation. You're still seeing your flatmate in a way as being the dominance over you. Okay, so you be dominant in your power over him. He doesn't have power, or they do not have power over you. So when I know it's hard because I've got a situation going on at the moment and I keep affirming the opposite of what I do want, and every time I think about it I go straight back to the old story. Okay, reacting to in my mind about it, starting to have little arguments in my mind with it and starting to think about it, and then I have to remind myself, no, why am I even entertaining those thoughts? Because that's not the outcome that I want. This is the outcome. So you know, I know I've been there. I'm still going through it on some things. Okay, so really, like, you know, tell yourself any story you can that is in your favor. He does not have power over you, only if you keep giving it to him. I can't make the story up because I don't know enough of the situation. You know, you might need that person there for help financially or whatever, but you know, they are a pussycat. They are an absolute pussycat or a puppy dog. They roll over and they think the world of me. They will do anything for me. Okay, this is my realm, my flat. Even if the 3D is telling you something completely opposite, it's your reality. There's a reality where you own it or you rent it as the dominant one. It doesn't matter. We don't focus on 3D circumstances. All outcomes already exist. It is difficult. It's not, but it is when we, you know, like I say, I've had to just everything. It's always a favourable outcome for me that I am more than happy with. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. No, this is how you're seeing them. How do you want to see them? Okay, how would you feel? Again, going back to the reporter following you around, interviewing you. So, Cece, how do you feel now that your flatmate is doing everything that you wanted him to do? How would you feel? You'd feel relieved. You'd feel happy. You'd feel relaxed. Okay, so that's what you've got to get into. Yeah, take action with your thoughts. So really look at what thoughts you've got and really fighting them, chopping them out, taking action against them. No, okay? Even if you're like having to stop yourself and say, nope, this is how it is, okay? Embrace the changes in order to see the changes, okay? How can it be a favorable outcome if you're not showing up for yourself? If you're not showing up for yourself, nobody else will. Be balanced in your thoughts and your feelings. Go within, not outside of yourself. Now, regarding the money situation, your abundance, Spirit is saying to me, exactly what you were doing to get that money is what you should be doing for the other money. It's not that anything, just because it's a larger amount you want, it's no different to it being $1 million or £1 million to it being 1 penny or $1. Okay, it's only the story you're telling yourself. So let's just see advice about finances. Yeah, close the door, walk away from the old story. Okay, so money flows to me easily. I've always got an abundance of money. Large amounts of money always come to me from multiple places and unexpected sources. I don't have to work hard for my money. My money works hard for me. Okay. Money always shows up for me. Money and I have a good relationship, whatever you want to tell yourself. But close your thoughts down to what other old story. Money's hard. I have to work hard. In order to get a bigger amount, I'm going to have to work twice as hard. No. Okay. That is how you, Spirit has said that, you know, we have been advising you. Whatever story you're telling yourself, so whatever pops in your head, in your thoughts, when you think about him, you have to see him how you would want. It's all about changing your mindset, your thoughts, and your energy. Okay, so when he pops into your head, what arguments are you having with them in your head? I keep saying he, I think it's a he, but what arguments are you having in your head? That is the old story. How you change it is to go to the new story. Take action in your thoughts. Fight those thoughts off. Embrace the changes. Be balanced. Stay in your power. Okay, yeah, stop overthinking this regarding everything, but also about money, okay? It will always work out. Whether it's good or bad, it will always work out. Whatever, how your brain works is whatever you are thinking, it gets impressed into the subconscious mind. Okay, the subconscious mind is non-selective. It doesn't know what's true, what's false, what's good, what's bad, what's a joke, what's a lie. It doesn't know anything. It's like a photocopier. Whatever you're putting into it, every time you think about something, it's going to activate the reticular activating system, which then looks for evidence in the 3D to support your thoughts. So if you think somebody is nasty, horrible, then it's going to look for evidence to prove to you that that person is nasty and horrible. If you're impressing onto it, despite what the 3D is showing you, no, everything always works out in my favor. This person, you know, thinks the world of me, does whatever I say, sort of thing. Okay, you know, that's just simple terms. Then it will support evidence for that. Okay. I mean, there was a mean lady of mine who got fired today, but my boss, after she bullied me, I ended up earning more money. I mean, there was a mean lady of mine who got fired today. There you go. Okay. Regarding money as well, Spirit is saying here, leave your past thoughts behind. Swords are your thoughts. Close the door on the old story. Any of it. Okay, applies for everything. Stop overthinking this. Move forward for what you want. You're the one choosing which emotions to dwell in. I've got no money. I've got lots of money. Abundance always comes to me. Okay, so again, what you want is right behind you. Align yourself with it. Okay, the seeds that you're planting is what is going to brew. I want to read out something that I've got in my book here. A quote, okay? What you want is completely normal for you to have. The egoic you, the ego side of you, in other words, is the human you, which questions and limits, doubts and fears. It believes in separation and that something outside of you has to grant it to you. If you assume from your higher self, i.e., I am the operant power of all in my experience, so all I want is for me to have, all you have to do is assume that it is already yours. Feel normal about it, and you will have it. That is all. Nothing is outside of you, so stop giving power to something external. Give it to yourself and normalize it and assume you already have it. Okay, the way you are describing your life is the way it is materializing. Once you give it to yourself, it's done. So CC, who has the relationship she wants, if you've given it to yourself internally, you can feel it, you've scripted about it, or whatever you do that feels best to you, it's done. Your consciousness is the only real reality. The 3D is the byproduct of those thoughts. Okay? You can change things at any moment in time. You know, that, for instance, there was an SP story the other day where somebody got totally rid of a third party, where this person had been going out with them for years. And the person, her SP, had no knowledge of the third party. Okay, never dated anybody like that. We've been dating. He even thought they'd been dating in the wrong, you know, way before they even met. So she totally shifted to another reality, because all realities and timelines exist. So what I do, because I'm not a very emotional person like that, if you get what I mean, I'm more in my thoughts, because I've always been somebody who wants to control things, you know. How I deal with it is, like I say, it's all about who you are. So I am. So reminding yourself of who you are through the day. I am rich. I am wealthy. Okay, I am in a loving, committed relationship. I am pursued. I am chosen. I am lovable. People respect me, value me, appreciate me, all of those sort of things. But also, like I say, imagine as many times through the day. If I start to think about the subject, okay, and if I start to wander or whatever to an unwanted story, I will remind myself and pretend that somebody's interviewing me. So, Sophia, how do you feel now that you're making so much money? I feel relieved. I don't have to worry about money anymore. Okay, how would I feel if it was there now? That's how you get into the feeling state. It's never about what you want. It's always about how you feel if you had it. That is what the wish fulfilled is. You go to the end and you start there. How and the when, the in between is not your job. If you wanted to go to Las Vegas, let's say New York, okay? If you wanted to go to New York, what does New York imply to you? What would make you feel that you are there, even if you're in London? You've got no money for an airfare. You've got no way of affording to get to New York. How you see, you would do an imaginal scene, or you might script, bringing in your emotions into that. Okay, you bring your emotions into that and you would write it or imagine it as if you're there. You're walking around New York, you're looking at the Statue of Liberty, you're looking at Times Square, you're looking at the Empire State Building, whatever, Brooklyn Bridge. Okay, and then you're taking in your senses. So what are you looking at? I'm looking at the Statue of Liberty. What can you hear around you? I can hear people talking. I can hear me talking to somebody saying, oh my God, it looks so amazing. Or it's not what I thought it was, or whatever. Okay, what are you smelling? Well, it's on the water, so you can smell the sea, okay, or the river. What are you feeling like? What are you touching? Anything? Are you touching the boat rails, or are you touching your hand against the base of it? What are you touching? How are you feeling? Excited to be there? Satisfied that you're there? Okay, that is what is real. You are there. Your I am, the inner man, is there. When you've stopped scripting or you've stopped visualizing and you come back out of that and you're looking at 3D and you're straight away going, well, it's not here and how's it going to happen, and that you've fallen out of that state. You can't stay in that state 100%, but that's how you remind yourself, no, how would I feel? How do I feel that I'm in New York? It feels great. Okay? It's exciting. That is what brings it to you. So, Spirit is saying about the with the flat situation. Okay, what is the outcome you want? Be clear on the outcome. What is the outcome you want? You want this person to move out. You want them to apologize. You want things to be. You want to be respected. You want them to give you your space. You know, be clear, and then do a little scene that implies that you're either talking to a friend or they're asking you. Okay, what I do in the inner conversations is if I am wanting something to change in my world, I imagine somebody asking me. So, CC, how's the situation with your flat? You know, your flatmates. Oh, it's all so resolved. You know, they apologized. Everything's quiet. They're as quiet as a mouse now. They leave me alone. They respect me. They appreciate me, etc., etc. Or if it's for somebody else that you're wanting to change, for their circumstances to change, to say a friend didn't have a job and they desperately need a job and you're seeing them with a job, you would be imagining saying to them, hey, how's your job going? Oh my God, it's amazing. I'm so glad I've got this job. I feel so financially secure. Okay, so I either start the conversation, if it's for me, with them asking me, or if I'm doing it for somebody else, then I am asking them and hearing the answer that I would want to hear. Were they in their wish fulfilled? Okay. Yes. So again, you are wavering in your conviction of what you want. If you want to be with your SP, you're trying to fix and manage things going along. You're not remaining in the state fulfilled where, no, I live with my SP. How I get there is not my job. When I get there is not my job. But every night or whenever you think about it, SP and I live happily and blissfully together. You know, again, I don't know if you go on my Instagram, but if you do, there's a story there about, you know, blind date woman, okay, who been on a blind date with this person once, moved away, dated other people, didn't like anybody else. In her heart, she knew that from that blind date, he was the one she wanted. So she just fell asleep every night, imagining that they were married, seeing the ring on her wedding ring finger. Okay, saying to herself, this is wonderful. I am Mrs. J.E. And they got married. He found her, they got married. Okay, that was before social media, before mobile phones, before anything. Your imagination is what creates. You can imagine anything. There's no limits, there's no punishments, there's no guilt, no shame. You give it to yourself. And when you feel you already have it, it will come to you. Okay, let me do Pretty P first. Right, let me go and put in some things first. Pretty P, if you're still there, my lovely, what deck do you want? I don't do timings. I don't get details of people like that, so I can only give you what I'm brought through. And then Stormy, you will be after Pretty P. Okay, have you actually got somebody in mind, Pretty P? Because I only go sort of 12 months in advance. So if you haven't even got your sights on anybody, then it may not come out with anybody. I mean, obviously I'll see what comes out, but you want deck one. Nope. Do you go to any kind of school, or are you learning something? Are you studying anything? No. Okay. Because this card comes out for me if you're studying something or learning something new. So you may do a course, you may have to learn something new coming up over the next 12 months. It may not be on your radar now, but we never know when things come up. But there is definitely a change coming in for you, and it could be to do with this studying, learning something new. Okay, it can be anything, but it is like a studying thing. We do have waiting, and we do have a stalemate situation at the moment. So I don't feel it's like imminent that somebody's going to come in. But we do have the King of Cups coming in. Okay, and for me, the King of Cups is just somebody offering you emotional security, offering you love. Okay, I don't do timing, so I can't tell you when. This card talks about struggles. Okay, and I feel this is to do with you when you were little. Okay, so it can be your family's traditions, your beliefs. Okay, so I feel that this is maybe something that's still sort of keeping away what you want because of your beliefs and your assumptions and what you're expecting. Here, that is keeping it away, but let's bring in some more here because I do have cards that have marriage in. Yeah, happy family. So something from your family as well. But you will, the Spirit is saying there is something from your family that perhaps was installed in you as a child that you are focusing on, that is not allowing you to get what you want in full, they're saying. Okay, I mean, we all have traditional values and beliefs, okay, but sometimes they can, because they're installed in us by others or things that we've heard, and we take them in and we start building a story around that, can hinder us. Okay, but you will have a family life as well, Spirit is saying. Yeah, you will be signing a wedding certificate, that contracts, things being favorable. You will meet somebody or be with somebody, have a family of your own. They're drawing me to the 4 and the 6, so it could be, I know you don't want to hear that, but I'd be very surprised if it was 4 to 6 months. So it could be 4 to 6 years. Okay, which would be by the time you meet somebody, get married, have children, have a family, couple of children, So I feel within that time frame, hopefully sooner, before you have your first one or get married. Okay, not saying you have to wait 4 years, but I feel between that 4 and 6 years is going to be a few, I'm 40, yeah, is going to be like a... do you have children already then? Do you have a child already? So, because that could be part of that as well. Segunda, yes, it is. But within that time frame is where you will end up in a happy relationship, where you will feel complete in that. One son, 23-year-old. All right, it's too old for that then. And I'm spirit is saying no, stick to what they told me about that. Okay, so there's something within you in your tradition. So I don't know, you might be thinking, what will my family think or whatever if I married somebody else, or I don't know. Okay, there's something within you that is a belief or an assumption or an expectation that is not serving you somewhere. Let it go, because it's causing this delay. Yeah, you know, where are your thoughts going round and round? Okay, just look at any story that you're repeating in your mind. You know, again, if you're wanting to be married, then the quickest way to bring it to you is by going to sleep every night. This is wonderful. I'm a happily married woman. How would you feel if you were going to bed every night as a happily married woman? You'd be feeling proud. You'd be feeling happy. You'd be feeling chosen, secure, safe. Okay, so start to bring that. The more you look at things as being separate and outside of you, they're going to stay separate and outside of you. Start to bring it in by, as well, I'm so happy and grateful to be in a loving, committed marriage. Okay, again, because your subconscious mind doesn't know what's real and what's not real. Whatever you keep putting in there dominantly, it will bring you experiences to match those thoughts. Okay, so if your dominant beliefs are that you're in a loving relationship, you're happily married, it will bring it in. It will do it all for you perfectly. There may be somebody already around you whose eye you've caught. Somebody thinking about you here. It may be what's going around in your head regarding what you're thinking about men in particular, or old stories, you know, that can get stuck, like men don't hang around for long, or men are unreliable, or whatever. Okay, it can be whatever story you're telling yourself there. Let's have one more on this. Yeah, you know, from before, you know, what happened in a previous relationship with somebody else. Are you still lingering in those thoughts? Okay, not particularly about them, but the way you've been treated, or will it happen again? Can I trust men? What if it goes back to this? You know, there's something within you that is causing this stalemate situation that needs to go. Once that's been dealt with within you, you don't have to try and find it today. It will come over the next few days, weeks. Okay, that's when you start to shift those thoughts. Okay, yeah, again, overthinking. Let's bring in some of these. Yeah, don't look at the time. We're not looking at the time. We're giving it to ourselves now. If you keep going into, well, how is it going to happen? When's it going to happen? You're causing a time delay. You're robbing yourself of time. Again, we got that 2 and 4. Oh, no, we had 4 and 6, didn't we? 4 plus 2 is 6 as well. They're bringing me. Hopefully over the next 2 to 6 years. I know that seems like billions of miles away. Okay, but I feel that is the the later years is where you are comfortable, you're settled, you're secure, you've got your wish fulfilled. Okay, I'm not saying that you have to wait that long. I feel it's going to happen sooner, but they're giving me like that, you know, that sort of catalyst where it's finally the, oh my God, I'm so happily married. Okay. Yeah, don't worry and stress about it. Don't sit there, I wonder when, how's it going to happen? And any old worries and concerns, let them go, Spirit is saying. Okay, holding yourself in high honor. Of course, I'm beautiful. Of course, I'm always pursued. I'm always chosen. I'm the prize. I'm number one. I'm first best. You know, because there is a courtship coming in. Okay. Yeah, romantic feelings and worth waiting for. Okay, so there is going to be a marriage. There is going to be somebody for you. Reconciliation, maybe somebody that you known before, dated before. It could be somebody you worked with before, somebody that you used to go to school with. Okay, and you catch up and you see them differently this time round. Okay, it can be somebody that you've had a maybe somebody that you already know somewhere along the line. Okay, it doesn't mean that you've dated them before necessarily. I've had that card come out where it's been people used to go to school with them and they catch up with them and they see each other in a different light now, in a romantic light. Worked somewhere before or whatever. Okay, their paths cross again and it's different this time around. Yeah, don't self-sabotage this. Okay, don't think that it will, I mean, you're in pretty much in the energy of it's going to happen. It's inevitable. Okay, just tell yourself that, it's inevitable. Of course I'm going to be married. Why the hell wouldn't I? The man of my dreams is going to come in and sweep me off my feet. Yeah, there's still something with, you see somebody hiding in a cave here, not coming out. So it can be your thoughts that are keeping you stuck in here, or perhaps somebody you have got your sights on and would like, but they don't seem to be coming forward. Again, we're not going to overthink this. We're going to see ourselves as already having it. You're giving it to yourself within. Don't need to go outside yourself. Yeah. Now, the seeds that you're planting now are going to be the harvest that you reap. Friendships. Maybe somebody from a different country coming in. Or you moving somewhere else over the coming years or whatever. But there is a relationship for you coming in. So with this card, what's going to give you pleasure? Thinking about marriage and seeing, an imaginary ring on your finger. Feeling like you're going around like a married woman. That shifts you into the energy. Okay, giving it to yourself first. You're giving the pleasurable feelings to yourself. Again, somebody stops you in the street interviewing you. So, Pretty P, Pranati, how do you feel now that you're a happily married woman? Oh my God, it's amazing. I feel so in love, so secure, so contented. Okay, so happy. Blah, 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 blah. What would you tell a friend? Okay, what would be your answer? You're writing your story. You're writing your script. The universe just brings you whatever you're telling it to. You will have your abundance. You will have what you want, my lovely. Okay. So look at the story. Again, the way you are describing your life is the way it's going to manifest. So look at what story you are telling yourself and then give it to yourself. You know, the person that you are gonna marry is gonna be very loving. They're gonna be very loving. They're gonna be very, you know, adore you, cherish you, think the world of you, make you like their queen. Okay, treat you as a queen. So enjoy that. Start to get into that feeling as if you already know them. You know, you'll make it feel natural now, and it will come to you quicker. I'm hearing as well that they're going to be very loyal. So if you've had loyalty issues before, this person is going to be loyal. And trusting. Stormy, my lovely. Which deck do you want? I'm going to go with these ones. We haven't had these ones out tonight. Okay, we're not looking for it. Okay, we're not looking for it. Remember the quote that I read out earlier. Okay, we're giving it to ourselves first. We're giving it within and it's done. If you keep coming out of it and you're questioning, you're looking and you're going to the how and the when, you've fallen out of it. Okay, you wouldn't be asking those questions if you already had it. So we're not looking for it. Okay, the fact that other exes are creeping out of the woodwork is showing you that you're working on your, you know, self-concept, how you're seeing yourself and how you're wanting others to see you. It's still the same for your SP. Okay, the reason that they haven't come forward yet is either because they're still in the thinking about it stage. They may still have to go through something in order to free themselves to be with you. Okay, but also how often you're in that. It's inevitable. It's a done deal. It's done. Case closed. Okay, I'm going about my life. I know it's done. Of course he's mine. He's nobody else's. He's miserable without me. He's besotted with me, obsessed with me. Yeah, he's yours. Okay, he's yours. We're not looking for him. We're not seeing him as separate to you. He's yours. You've given him to you. Yes, good, good, good. Yeah, you know, there is no waiting. I know we're physically in the physical realm waiting for it to come into view, but there is no waiting in the 4D realm, okay, and the 5D realm. It's already done. We're aligning our energy with that, the frequency. So when you're thinking about this and you're looking for it and it's still not here and everybody else seems to be here, but he's still not here, how much longer is this even working? You're coming out of that state. He's yours. Okay, so again, going forward, either I am Stormy, who is in that happy relationship with them, or I am Stormy, who knows that they're going to be begging me back because I'm the only person they've ever had eyes for and loved, and I'm the one that they can't live without. Okay, so got those two options that you can live in, whichever one makes you feel better, is more believable to you. It's all about what you believe and assume and expect. Yeah, your world. You're in your world. You're not stepping outside of it looking for something in there. Not that one. They're saying two come out together. Yeah, no, we're not stepping over ourselves or anybody to get what we want. You've given it within. You're having fun. This is what I want. Abracadabra. Okay, it's mine. It's a done deal. And then you're just keeping those thoughts off. Guard of your thoughts. Fighting off any intrusive thoughts. And boom, there he is. Strolling straight back in. Giving you all the passion that you want here. So, let's just look at these. Yeah. Yeah, justice, okay, favourable outcome. Again, with you saying that, remember what I said in the last Instagram. Every success story, they went within. They did nothing in 3D. They weren't looking at the how. They weren't looking at the when. They gave it to themselves within and felt they already had it. Basking in your sunshine, your pool of happiness, appreciating yourself, knowing that you're first best, you're the prize, you're good enough, you're always chosen, and the door to romance is there, open with you, with the only one with the key to your person's heart. You can use that as a affirmation. I'm the only one with the key to his heart. I'm his true heart's desire. We're two hearts together as one forever and always. Okay? It's all done internally. That inner knowing, you've given it to yourself. You know, he's going through a pretty shit time at the moment. But what's there? A dog at his feet. So he knows in his heart that you're the only one who's ever been loyal to him. He knows that, okay? So don't doubt it, don't question it. He knows energetically that you're there. Changes are coming in. He is definitely thinking about you. But again, we're not going to rob ourselves of time. You're just going to sit there knowing it's a done deal. I'm expecting it. It's inevitable. Okay, because he will come in serious about you. even working together. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. This is him, they're saying. He will come in. Okay, he will come in and make the romantic gesture. But see him closing your eyes, okay? And again, how, you know, he stood in front of you. What are you seeing? You're seeing him stood in front of you. Even if it's blurry, even if it's just his energy, you know it's not your dad stood in front of you. Okay, energetically, you know it's him. You think of him, you can think of his outline. You might see him clearer than that, okay? He's looking into your eyes. He's telling you what you want him to be telling you, what you want to be hearing. He's touching your face. He's stroking your face. He's touching your hair. He's telling you how much he loves you, how you've only been the woman with the key to his heart. Okay, it's only ever been you. Bring in your senses. It's real in that moment. It's because I was talking about your dad. But yeah, you know, it doesn't matter what's happened before. Spirit is saying, you know, he will be back. Whenever I get this, he'll be back. Okay, and you will live together. And I saw house in the other one as well. So, oh right, it was your mother saying about she's around your dad at this time. And you. Okay, that was just her little way, because I didn't use those cards, she said. Okay, let me just split the back. Yes, you will have your happy relationship, she's saying. But, you know, you will live together. It's written in the stars for you anyway. Right? You're joining the dots for your future. Okay? So let's just bring in one last one for you. You can, Leela, yes. Where there's a will, there's a way. Again, it doesn't matter how many moons have gone past, how much time has gone past, your inner will is leading the way. Okay? Fruitful thoughts, my dear, fruitful thoughts. Good, good, good. That's what we're there for, my dear. Just another card before you go, Stormy. Spirit is just bringing me to something here. One of these for you. I don't know if you're still there. Are you still there, Stormy? Yes, you can, Vinka. I've tried to contact you many times, but I'm afraid because of how things were left. Doesn't mean he won't, he will. Okay, and also I dream about us together again. Our hearts are still connected. We're a perfect match. Okay, so good. Still thinks about you. as do you. Okay. But my flight is leaving and I can't listen. Okay, make sure that you've got your question in there and which deck you would want MBB. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. And there's nobody else has donated yet. I know 2 people said they were, but they might be in the process of doing it. But I'm at the 117 minutes, so you go forward from there, my lovely. I've just done Stormy's MBB if you are donating. Okay, put the question in PayPal or leave it here before you go, and which deck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will do it then. If it's about an SP, make sure you put their initial in. Hang on a moment, let me just get it. And here's the link. And there's the link, MBB. Okay, Vinka, you're next then. What is your question and which pile do you want, Vinka? Just make sure that we can see it first before you disappear, just in case. Okay. Vinka, what's your question, my lovely, and which deck do you want? Okay. Okay. Hang on. Lovely. Okay. So he is really missing you. Okay, he is really thinking about you. Um, let me just check. Okay, and what's your question, my lovely? MBB before you disappear on your flight. Powerful from right, the pink one, yeah. Just drop your question in the chat so that we can make sure that we can see it before you disappear. Vinka, sorry, my lovely. He is really missing you. He's thinking of you being together with a beautiful Ten of Cups there. Knight of Cups coming in, offering you love. Okay. Stay in the wish fulfilled. Feeling secure. Again, it's inevitable. Of course, it's a done deal. Okay, we're not questioning it. We're not doubting it. But we are going to drop looking at any time, the how and the when. Okay, you're going to be in that playful energy that you're already together. Okay, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful of fun to shine. So imagining you're together. Okay, it's worth waiting for. This is true love. Okay, this is romance of a lifetime and chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction there. Putting down roots together, reunion or union, the two of you becoming one, putting down solid roots together. The changes are coming in. So stop, don't push against it, allow it. So if you're pushing against it, that means if you're thinking about the how and the when, as you say, you're watching lots of pick a card pile cards. No, you don't need to do that, Spirit is saying. Okay, no, in your inner conviction, it's done. You're not questioning it. You're not doubting it. Okay, so, with the healer there, know that it's already done. There's nothing. If you have imagined it within and you're going around, see, because you keep impressing on your subconscious that you're married, you're seeing rings everywhere. Okay, you may be seeing that lots of your friends are getting married or people are getting married. Okay. So, no, it's done. It's coming in, but you're just keeping it away. Every time you're watching a pick a card reading and it's, say, got a heading like no contact, what does your person think? What are you reaffirming? That you're in no contact. So you're pushing against it and not allowing it in. It's a done deal. You're going to be together. Okay, so just every time you say, yeah, it's inevitable. Of course it is. He's my husband. I'm his wife. We've got a happy marriage together. Okay? So where you're saying, what does he think about that? It's never about the other person. It's one way. Thoughts are one way. Okay, they're coming out from you. They're pinging onto that person. They're being impressed onto that person, what you think about them. Well, he's my husband, so things will change to bring him into that role. Okay, you don't have to figure out the how and the when. MBB, I still can't see your question, my lovely. Hopefully you haven't jumped on your flight. And I just saw the abundance card. You're going to get what you want. See yourself as already having it. Again, stopping yourself in the street. Okay, we can't see it. That's why I was worried that sometimes it doesn't come out. So literally post it on different lines. Like, what does M, and then on the next line, think about me, or current energy, split it up into a couple of lines. I know you've got time. If not, if I don't have time, I'll have to refund you, my lovely. That's all. But the question's not coming out. Can anybody else see MBB's question in the chat? Because I'm not seeing it myself. And have a safe flight, my lovely. Wonderful. Okay. Yours is going to be next anyway, so enjoy your flight. Know that I've just done Vinca's. This is yours. I'm at the 127 minutes. Enjoy your flight, okay? How to give positive. He said he loved me. Oh, brilliant. Okay, that's good. Right, okay, I will be doing yours now. How many cards have you got? Okay. Okay, lovely cards here. Let me just check I've got enough. 1, 2, 3. Yep, more than enough. Okay. So in his energy, ooh, a couple of things that he's going through here. He's had a big wake-up call. Okay, he's had a big shift internally within him. Okay, and he is starting to follow his heart more now. Okay, and hence, you know, he said he loved me. Okay, he loves you. Again, you're a little bit in that hesitant energy, and Spirit is saying when you're in that energy, all you're doing is locking the door. Okay, and again, we don't want to focus on the spilt cups. We want to turn around and look at the 2 of cups in the tree, the loving energy, the love that you have with this person. We're not looking at the time. Okay, so again, Spirit is saying stop looking outside of you. What's there, he's right there for you to have, but you're looking the other way. Okay, you're the magic wand. Just sit there knowing it's a done deal. Okay, it's a done deal. It's inevitable. Okay, and he will come rushing towards you in the way that you want. You know, he is serious about you here. He's very serious about you. So when you're doubting, okay, all you're doing is your old thoughts and old stories, they're pinning you down. What if I get hurt again? What if he disappears again? What if all the ifs, whys, buts, maybes, the hows and the whens? Don't think of those, okay? Start to come into his mind. Okay, he's mine. He's coming towards me. He can't resist me. He's obsessed with me. You know, of course he'll always choose me. I'm the prize. I'm first best. I'm always chosen. Okay, you're letting the past hold you back, and you're fearful. Okay, hesitant. Normally the fool is off. He's naive. He's off. He doesn't know what's ahead of him. But this time you're like, ooh, well, I know what's down there. Okay, a spirit is saying, stop overthinking this. Move forward from this. You're riding around with your magic wand. Okay, you're riding around with your magic wand, making your happiness. Why? Because it's your country, your realm. You're the queen of your realm, feeding yourself mentally, emotionally and spiritually with whatever you're feeding yourself with, and physically. Okay, you stay in your power. He's not creating your reality. You are with your thoughts. Your thoughts create your reality. You're making this harder than it needs to be. Okay, so allow your heart and soul to sing with that joy, feeling his love instead of doubting his love. Okay, so Spirit is saying, clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you now. What are you wanting? How are you seeing him? What are you wanting from this loving relationship? Okay, reliability, safety, security, to be chosen, to feel desired, to feel that you're the only one he's ever wanted. Okay, hearing him tell you he loves you. The attraction is very much there. Okay, peacocks are attracted to each other. This peacock is not wooing the snake. The snake is going. Okay, so anybody else who's ever been in the way or is getting in the way, whether it's a love rival or family or whatever, friends, it doesn't matter. He's only interested in you. He's wooing you. Okay, so find that peace within you. Get calmer in your thoughts and in your emotions. Follow what your heart is telling you, not what your ego is telling you. Okay, and you will have your favorable outcome. So enjoy your flight, stay in your power. I'm going to read these two out to you, the sovereignty and power, just to help you to stay in your power and stop fearing this. So sovereignty is, you have sovereignty over your own life. Act with grace and confidence. The buck stops with you. You are powerful, act like it. Okay, you make the rules in your realm, and everybody reflects them back to you. 16. Step into your true power, shine brightly. Do not hide who and what you are. The time is right to attract big things for yourself. Open your mind to larger possibilities. Okay, I have power. It is real. Stand in your power, my lovely. It's your personal reality. Whatever you're thinking about yourself, whatever you're thinking about him is getting impressed onto him, and he will reflect it back to you. So if you think, oh, I don't know, he's just saying that, it's too good to be true, I'm doubting it, then he is going to start reflecting that back to you. Oh, I don't know, perhaps it's too good to be true, perhaps I'm doubting it. But if you are in your conviction of it's inevitable, why? Because why the hell wouldn't he want me? Because I'm the only woman he's ever loved and I'm the only person he ever wants. Okay, he doesn't see anybody else. He doesn't have his eyes on anybody else other than me. I'm the love of his life. He's wanting to be with me, he's miserable without me, then that is what will start to ping into his mind, and he will come to you. So look at what you're doubting. Okay, look at what you're doubting. And enjoy your flight, my lovely. You're being indecisive. Your head and your ego. I mean, your heart and your ego. Okay, your thoughts, all the reasons why and what could go wrong. No, Spirit is saying, stay in your heart. Allow your heart and soul to sing with passion. Hello, Akana, my lovely, or Archana, or however you're saying that. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, my dear. Please check out what I do on the channel, and in the description box as well. Again, if there is anybody who wants to become a moderator, let me know. Do it in the chat. I can do it straight away, even though I am going to be coming off soon. But you'll be there for next time. If you are somebody who watches all the lives I do but doesn't necessarily engage, then if you're there watching them anyway, then it would certainly help me, because I know that Addison has taken on extra work shifts, and Wendy, the other Wendy, isn't in here very often, once in a blue moon, because of her busy schedule. Okay. I know, Vinka, you're usually hanging around. And Neela. I'll make you both moderators, but it doesn't mean you have to fight for position or anything. It's just sort of keeping an eye on answering anybody's, keeping it in. You've seen how Addison does it as well. Just copies sort of and pastes and puts her own little tinkles in. And Vinka as well. Okay, just type something else in, both of you. There you go. So you're now a moderator, Vinka. You're a standard moderator, the same as Neela, because it comes up with the option for can't do it on there. Hang on, let me go to somebody who's not. Comes up with the option as managing moderator and standard moderator. So I'll keep Addison as the managing one. Okay, but thank you, ladies. But I am going to be coming off in a minute anyway. So let me just see who we got. We got Neela and Iman anyway. So Neela, what's your question? And Iman, you will be after Neela's. Let's write this down so that I can message. Okay, brilliant. Okay. Check Virgo. Okay, which deck do you want, Neela and Iman? Okay, deck 1 when it's your turn. Let's do this deck. You like that deck. So, Neela, this is yours. No, he's pretty in a good place. Okay, remember, it's a one-way traffic, Neela. Okay, it's your world. They show up how you are thinking about them. Okay, um, but he's in a pretty good place, so don't worry about it. That's only your fears coming in, Spirit is saying. He's feeling pretty balanced, and he's telling you to feel balanced as well. Okay, he's feeling optimistic. He wants you to be optimistic. He's telling you here he wants to come and see you. Okay, wanted to come here. He might be a little bit anxious about that, but, you know, it's in his thoughts that he wants to see you. Well, perhaps he's settled himself down a little bit now. Yeah, don't be anxious about the past. He might be feeling a little bit anxious about the past. You might still be feeling anxious about the past. But again, we're not going to start overthinking things, Spirit is saying here. Let me pull in one of these. Remember, it all comes from you. Like I said on my last Instagram, the little message I read out earlier, but I will read that again on Instagram because it's very potent. You know, again, Spirit is saying it doesn't matter what energy they're in. Okay, it's your thoughts are pinging to them. So I know in my life where people are having a rough time, I'm seeing them as being happy, healthy, stable, secure. And every time they pop into my head, I'm thinking of them that way, and then they will shift into that. Suddenly something happens and they're like, hey, you know, I'm feeling much better, I'm feeling more secure, I'm feeling emotionally stable, I'm feeling happy. Okay, so everyone is you pushed out, remember that. Yeah, what you think, I think. What you feel, I feel. Our hearts are one and our bond is unbreakable. Okay, so really look at, you know, what you think, I think. He's telling you, what you think, I think. If you think I'm a scumbag, then I think I'm a scumbag and I will treat you as a scumbag. Okay, if you think I'm the love of your life, then I'm the love of your life and I've only got eyes for you. Okay, so remember that it is a mirror. You're my true love, the love of my life. My future is with you. Let's move in together. Okay. Let's look at advice for you here. No, you are in your own personal reality, Neela. Okay? People show up in your reality based on your beliefs, your expectations, and your assumptions. It's not his personal reality. Even when you're together, he will be living a different reality to you, with you in it, or maybe you not in it. It's your personal reality. It's your hologram, your matrix, your virtual reality. It's nobody else's. Everybody is a messenger of you, your beliefs about love, about him, about men. Okay? Again, there's nothing outside of you. You don't have to beg. You don't have to try and work for something. It's all within you. Your thoughts create. Your imagination creates. It is. You know, especially when I was learning all this, when I came across it 6 years ago, and, you know, still there's lots more of it now, lots more content of it now. on YouTube, but there is, you know, going over many, many years of people who have been repeating this, okay, that it all comes from within you, even in the Bible. Okay, so again, you know, we think it's something new, it's something quirky, it's something new. It's not. It's what we're doing every day. Okay, it's just that when you're consciously aware of where your thoughts are going, that is where you can have what you want, because you're not limited to reacting to 3D, thinking it's solid and real and that's it. Okay, you don't worry and stress too much. Yeah, you have your off days. I had mine last week. Okay, but I'm back on it again now because you get out of it quicker. Yeah, door to romance is open. You're the one with the key to his heart. There he is holding that coin. This card has come out nearly every reading. It's a favourable outcome, okay? He's the one, sorry, holding that emotional security for you, giving you emotional security. That's what we want, isn't it? So start appreciating yourself, valuing yourself. He does want to talk to you. Again, remember, whatever you're saying in your thoughts is what is going to get impressed on your subconscious, and evidence to support those thoughts. You're the one with his heart. Okay, you're the magician. Your outside is the mirror. Accept it. You know, accepting it's done. What I've asked for is done. Okay. Again, you're the queen of your realm. Release anything that's not serving you and focus. This butterfly is signifying your imagination. If it was a caterpillar can only go along the ground and up a plant or two. When it's the butterfly, it can fly anywhere. Your imagination is free to go wherever you want. All outcomes already exist. All versions of people already exist. So close your eyes to 3D. Stay in your bubble of awareness. Your conscious reality is your consciousness. Your conscious awareness is the only reality, not your body, not your thoughts. Your conscious awareness of things. If you're not consciously aware of something, it doesn't exist in your personal reality until it is brought into your awareness by either the thoughts you're thinking about it, what you're believing, what you're assuming, what you're expecting, what you're reacting to. Okay? That's fine. That's fine. It's not a problem. It's only a problem if you make it a problem. You can go out and have fun. You're allowed to go out and have fun. Yeah, changes are coming in, but as well change the way you're thinking. Yeah, again, you know, he wants to tell you how he feels, expressing his love, but, you know, keep your eye on your intended target. Where are you firing the arrow? What is it your heart is really wanting? Okay, yeah, because you're a little bit between the two of them at the moment, but this person has a key in their hand. Which door are you going to unlock? Okay, stop making this a battle within yourself. You can be in union with it, whichever one you want, whichever one you want. It's your reality. You make the rules. Vinka, which country are you in, my lovely? I know where Neela is, but what country are you in? Just wondering if you're behind me in time or ahead of me in time. All right, okay. Brilliant. So you are behind me. Iman, where was yours? Deck 1 for your turn. Okay, well, straight away, Iman, we have movements where he's coming in. Okay, it's the King of Cups, so offering you love or coming in a loving way around you, a friendly way around you, but there's movement straight away coming in. Or he's just wanting to come back in. I feel it is more that he is coming in over the next couple of days, weeks. Yeah, offering you this love or offering you something here, okay? But they're both cups. Cups are emotions, so it's something emotionally, giving you something emotionally. It's usually something nice, okay, when those come out. Messaging you or just, you know, communicating really well with you. Aha, Addison, amazing, because I was going to I'm just going to remove you as a standard moderator, Addison, and make you the managing moderator. So let me just see how that works, because it doesn't give me the option to promote you to that. Right, okay. You are now going to be managing moderator. Okay, just type something else in, Addison, for a moment. Right, okay, so it didn't change anything in the chat, but you are the managing moderator, okay? Because of your work commitments, you know, I've been on here 157 minutes, 6, 12, 18, nearly 3 hours. I had to ask if anybody else wanted to help out as a moderator, but they are standard ones. And you're the managing one. You're the manager of my channel. I'm the director, you're the manager, and the others are our work department managers. Right. Sorry, man. Right, Iman. Yeah, fight off any negative thoughts. Okay, leave those negative thoughts behind on the floor. Okay, see how this is the Five of Swords, this is the Seven of Swords. Well, the Two of Swords is a stalemate situation, so we're going to drop them and leave them behind. We don't want to keep having a stalemate situation between you when he comes back in here. Okay, and he's carrying those, you're carrying those Five of Swords with you, like here. You're fighting off those thoughts. Okay, so Spirit is saying to you, he's going to be coming back into your life again. So you know, being friendly, being perhaps romantic, being flirty or whatever. Okay, so don't start going into fear again. Doubting Thomas mode. Okay, you can have what you want. The happiness and joy there. Let's just look at these for you. You're the only one who keeps sending him away with your thoughts and your energy that you're in. So Spirit is saying, look, he's coming back in again. Are you going to push him away again? No. Stop having this stalemate situation. Yeah, basking in the happiness, the sunshine. Okay, we had the sun there as well. So basking in that. And that flipping card again at the bottom. A favourable outcome. Okay, let's look at this here. Yeah, unexpected. It's going to be unexpected, so don't start to think about the how and the when. Let's pull in one of these as well. Yeah. I want to hold you so tightly, kiss you, tell you and the world my true feelings. There you go. Okay, I told you it's coming in, meaning, you know, wanting something more here. Or just being super friendly, super nice. Okay, so let's start going with it rather than pushing against it, Spirit is saying here. Romantic feelings, definitely. Okay, again, here he is coming back towards you. Angels, you know, coming back towards you here. We don't want to start pushing him away. Yeah, again, you know, having fun together. You know, he may say, let's go somewhere. Can I take you out for dinner? Can I take you for a drink? You know, or can we go for a coffee? Or, but they're just coming in as friendly. Okay, friendly. This, you know, you can put down solid roots with this person. You're the only one who keeps telling yourself that you can't. It is, yeah, very loving. You know. Yeah, let go of the resistance that you've got here. Stop resisting this. Stop fighting against it. Okay, he's yours. Okay, I know that, I know it's getting late where I am now, and I am starting to feel really tired. When I'm bringing in lots of readings and doing lots of readings, it drains my energy. So, newbies, thank you very much for your help. I know
you haven't had long doing it, but I will, of course, be on here lots of times. Thank you, Addison, for coming in and joining us. And also for all of those who you have had readings. You know, somebody right at the beginning of the chat came in and said a reading I did for them ages ago worked out in a way that they could never have imagined. Okay, they didn't think that it was possible. I said it, what I saw, and it's worked out for them. So, you know, when I said to her, I don't recognize your name, so she said, no, it was a long time ago. Okay, so it's all worked out. It doesn't matter at the time. Everything has its allotted time. Everything will unfold permanent, you know, on time. It's never going to be late. You're never going to miss it. Okay, all you'll ever do is push it away from you and cause the time delay by keep focusing that it's not here and seeing it as separate to you. You have to give it to yourself within, in your imagination. Okay, which is your thoughts. Your thoughts cause your imagination. You think about things, you imagine things. If I said to you, oh, you're buying a new car. Yes, I'm buying a car. What car are you having? Well, I don't know yet. Or, oh yeah, I'm having a black Audi TT. It's going to be this, that, and the other. Okay, you're specific. You're imagining it. You're imagining that it's yours. Okay. Right. I don't think anybody else is paying. I haven't seen anybody else in here. I think they're disconnected then anyway. Yes. So if we close the readings, because I don't think there is any. If there is anybody who is wanting to pay, then just say stop quickly before I go. But other than that, I will be off. I just want to read that quote out again. I will be putting it on Instagram. But this is something that I wrote down to really keep me going as well. So the way you are describing your life is the way it's materializing. So if you're moaning and complaining and keep going over the old story, then that's what you're going to keep seeing. Okay, remember, it's all about what you're impressing into your subconscious mind. Whatever you keep reacting to, believing, telling yourself dominantly is what is going to be impressed, and your subconscious mind will have to bring evidence to you that supports those thoughts. So make sure their thoughts are dominantly, never going to have it 100%, but 95%, 80% is better than 5% of it lined up and the rest fretting and worrying and stressing. So again, what you want is completely normal for you to have. The ego part of you is the human you, which questions and limits, doubts and fears. It believes in separation and that something outside of you has to grant it to you. If you assume from your higher self, i.e., I am the operant power of all in my experience, so all I want is for me to have, all you have to do is assume that it is already yours. How do you keep assuming that? Imagining somebody's coming up to you saying, so, blah, blah. How do you feel now that you're with your specific person? How do you feel now that you're in a loving relationship? How do you feel like you're in your amazing job? Okay, how would you feel? Relieved, for one, is the top thing that I always come to. Feel normal about it and you will have it. Okay, that is all. Nothing is outside you, so stop giving power to something external. Give it to yourself, normalize it, and assume you have it. So making it feel normal. Okay, when you've already got it, it will feel normal. You might have the excitement at first, but then it will feel normal. Everything that I have consciously brought into my reality, however far or out there it seemed, when it's turned up, I've had that initial excitement, but then it becomes normal. Okay, it's normal. So that is the whole point. When you're affirming or scripting or visualizing, you're making it feel like you've already got it. It comes to you quicker. Okay.
Right then, my lovelies, I am out of here. Love you all. Love and light.